Backward Book Club Chaos. Last Tuesday, our book club gathered for what was supposed to be a typical evening of literary discussion and perhaps a little gossip. We were all set to dive into The Great Gatsby, and the living room was filled with the scent of freshly brewed coffee and the rustling of pages. As we settled into our respective spots, Sarah, with her usual flair for the dramatic, announced that she had discovered a new method of reading that would revolutionize our understanding of literature. Intrigued, we leaned in as she explained her plan to read the book backward, claiming it would provide a fresh perspective on Fitzgerald's classic. At first, we were skeptical, but the idea was so outlandish that we couldn't help but be curious. Sarah began with the last chapter, and as she read aloud, we tried hard to piece together the narrative in reverse. Our discussions quickly devolved into a chaotic mix of confused analysis and wild theories about Gatsby's motivations, all while Sarah confidently flipped pages in the wrong direction. It was like trying to solve a jigsaw puzzle with half the pieces upside down, but we were too invested in the absurdity to care. As the night wore on, the conversation took an even stranger turn when Sarah insisted that Nick Carraway was actually the villain and that the green light was merely an elaborate metaphor for eco-friendly energy solutions. By now, laughter filled the room, and we were all eagerly trying to outdo each other with the most outrageous theories. Someone suggested that Daisy was a time-traveling hypnotist, which somehow tied into the concept of reading backward, and we all collectively lost it. Finally, with a triumphant flourish, Sarah closed the book, grinning from ear to ear. She stood up and declared, "I guess we really did judge this book by its cover." The room fell silent for a moment as we processed the pun, and then erupted into laughter once more. It turned out that by reading backward, we had all missed the cover illustration, a depiction of a rearview mirror reflecting Gatsby's mansion, which Sarah had insisted was an intentional clue all along. It was the most fun we'd ever had not understanding a book.